Hi all, I am Vajrala Prasanna Reddy. I would like to discuss about embedded system. In this subject, we are going to discuss the terminology used in the embedded system and a specific microcontroller TM4C 123 GH6PM. First, what is the need of embedded system? Nowadays, embedded system becomes a part of a common man daily life, like mobile phones, ATM cards. So, what is the need of embedded system? The main purpose is to reduce the physical works like washing machines. Just imagine without washing machine, how much physical work we need to do. With washing machine, how it will reduce. Similarly, which provides safety like anti-lock braking systems and airbags. Without airbags, what happens? With airbags, what happens? Just imagine. So the vehicle movement will be controlled by using the anti-lock braking system. Like that, ABS provide the safety to the human beings. Similarly, security. If any unknown person enter into the room, the alarm will be ringing, like using CC cams or intruder detection alarm. So like this, the embedded systems reduce the physical works, provide the safety and security. For these purposes, we need to design the embedded systems. First, what is system? Systems is a meaningful interconnection of electronic devices and components to do the particular job, like washing the clothes, withdraw the money, display some information, digital information, like that. So, for controlling these systems, we need to design the logic. That logic in the form of instructions, this will be dumped into the system. That means embedded means locating. So, we are locating the firmware into the systems for doing the particular job. So, embedded system is defined as embedded the firmware into hardware to do specific one or few highly focused jobs, often with real time constraints. Example, mobile phones. So, then how these embedded systems differ from general purpose systems? So, embedded system example is mobile phones. General purpose computing system example is desktop computer. How these embedded systems differ from general purpose computing system? First, embedded system contains generalized hardware. Sorry, embedded system contains specialized hardware and it contains few instructions or embedded OS, whereas general purpose computing system contains generalized hardware and general purpose operating system. That's the first difference. Second, in embedded systems, applications are not alterable by the end user. Means whatever the purpose we design the system, we can use for that purpose only. We cannot modify the functionality. That means mobile phones for voice calling purpose. Not possible to take printouts, that will be modified by the end user. In case of general purpose computing system, applications are alterable. Means in desktop computers, we can install our desired operating system. Windows XP, 7, 10, Red Hat Linux, like that. So, third point next. In embedded systems, responses are time critical. Example, an anti-lock braking system. If the vehicle movement is not controlled within fraction of seconds, within the known amount of time, the vehicle may hit the object and it leads to loss of life or properties. So, embedded systems, in embedded system responses are time critical. Whereas general purpose computing system responses are not time critical. Next, in embedded system, while choosing the embedded system, we can consider performance, size, speed, cost, power consumptions are the major criteria. Like suppose if you are going to the mobile shop, we can choose. So what is the performance of this device? How much? What is the battery life? What is the speed? What is the cost? We are comparing all these things. In case of general purpose computing system, we can choose maximum performance. Performance is the only key deciding factor while choosing the desktops. In case of mobile phones, performance, speed, size means easy to carry or not. Cost, power consumption are the key deciding factors. So, embedded systems have deterministic behavior. Deterministic means determine the execution time. So, we can define the time. Within that time, the task must be completed. Whereas general purpose computing systems do not have the deterministic behavior. So, see this one. Next, characteristics of the embedded systems. So, first characteristic is character means behavior, how it will behave. First, application and domain specific means whatever the purpose we design the embedded systems, they will work in that purpose only. We cannot use for other purposes. Suppose ATM cards. ATM cards are used for withdraw the money only. It is not possible to take printouts from ATM card. Similarly, DVD players. DVD players are designed for playing the music or videos. It is not possible to take printouts from DVD players. Like that. Whatever the purpose we designed, for that purpose only we can use the embedded systems. Next, reactive and real time. Reactive means reaction with respect to changes in the environment, input and input devices. The output will be change. Example, escalator. If any person comes nearer to the door, nearer to the escalator will be starting. Means input will be changed. Means some human beings comes nearer to the escalator. If he moves away from the escalator will be stopped. That means with respect to changes in the input environment, the output will be changed. That is called reaction, reactive systems. Next, real time. Real time means they have some deadlines. Within that time, the task must be completed, like anti-lock braking system. Within that time, the vehicle movement will be controlled. Otherwise, accident occurs. Next, operates in harsh environment. That means whatever the embedded systems we design, those must be worked in harsh environment also. Suppose if you design the embedded system in India, the same device will also works in any temperature condition, because in India the normal temperature is 27 degrees. In some places the temperature may be minus degrees also. In some places the temperature is 50 degrees also. So whatever may be the temperature, the device must be works. In that manner we can design the embedded systems, or they will works in harsh environments also, either pressures, temperatures, like that. Next, distributed. Distributed means by using our designed embedded systems, we can design new embedded systems like modems. So by using modems, modem is also an embedded system that will be used in our desired applications, our Wi-Fi nodes, our networking devices, like that. Whatever the embedded system we designed, the devices are used to design the new device, that is distributed. Next, small size. We need to design the embedded system small size, easy to carry. Just compare the basic mobile phone and landline phones. Basic mobile phone is easy to carry. Mobile phones are easy to carry, whereas land phones are, it is somewhat difficult. We fix the particular place only, like that. Most of the persons prefer small size devices, easy to carry devices. Next, weight, less weight. Next, power consumption. Power consumption is less means automatically heat dissipation will be less. So the life of the components will be reduces. At the same time, no need of using the heat sinks to cool the devices. That means cooling devices are not required. So the power consumption is less means battery backup increases. Battery backup increases, avoiding the need of cooling devices, cooling fans. So size reduces, cost reduces, a device life will be increases. That's why we can prefer low power consumable devices. So this is one of the behavior of the embedded system, a character of the embedded system. So application and domain specific, first character. Next, reactive and real time. Next, operates in harsh environment, distributed, small size and weight, power consumption.